Hello, all my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. It is Flosstube number 84. I have a lot of whips. Most of them are from the hashtag NYE12 by 12 that we did. So, who's all here? Julie, Danielle, Teresa, and Chris. How is everybody? Are you getting a lot of stitching in for the beginning of the year? I have lots. Hi, Jerry. I have lots to show. Only a few things of what I'll be working on next. And I'll talk about some stitch-alongs and things that are going on. Is everybody ready? Should I wait a couple minutes till more people come in? Yeah. I have been stitching all week and listening to books. So it's been productive so far. But I do have a pile of whips. I do. A few are on their way. Okay. I'll wait. You are working on part of your world stitch along? Yeah. That is one I will be showing. We did get the frame. The frame looks pretty intense. But we will try to get it done. I need to pull the colors to make sure that it works on any of the fabric I have. I know it says when we got the instructions at first, it said to do it like on a green or a purple fabric. So I got to look at that. It's 159 by 186. Hello, Rebecca. Thank you. You were thinking more underwater? Well, it is. If you look at the frame, this is, you can see bubbles and you can see where it's water and you got the beach and you got water. So you do have all that. Yep. Yours is on purple. See, I know I have purple fabric, so that's what I'm thinking. Is yours a light purple or a dark purple? Mine are probably all dark purple. And I do see that, though, is that purple that's in the top part. But see, it has lavender in it. It has lavender in it. You're welcome, Danielle. Teresa says a medium purple. Yeah, I will have to, it is lavender, so I could still do it on a dark purple. Oh, dark would be good. Okay. Yeah, I will be doing that because I'm starting mine on Saturday. So are we ready? Should I get started? So last Friday, well, what did I work on Thursday? I don't remember. You guys saw me working on something on Thursday. Oh, Rosie. I think that's what I was working on Thursday. And then I pulled her out. Okay, so because I do have her written down first. So I worked on Rosie, I think on Thursday. I got messages. So Rosie is this one here. It's Quick Stitch Curly Tailed Rosie. It's a Haid by Annie Rodrigue. Okay, Rebecca. That is funny. I have to pin that for people to see. That is funny. So, Rosie, I have this much done. Hold on. That's funny. So I have that much done. I have quite a few things that'll be going in my will for someone else to finish. So yeah, that's Rosie. And I did stitch on her again some more. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know why the notifications go up on my laptop. I thought I turned those off. So that's as much as I got done on Rosie. I also worked on it during the 12 by 12 on Saturday. There was only one pattern I didn't get to on the 12 by 12, so I only got 11 projects done in the 12 hours because, you know, I had to fix dinner and eat. Thank you, Rebecca. Okay, so then Friday, and for the first hour, Friday, all day Friday, in the first hour on Saturday for the 12 by 12 was my lawn dog. So I am doing Quinto Acuto. We had the lawn dog Zoom Friday night. So I stitched in that also. And I'm on page 5, which is the last page on this side, and then I'll be moving down to here. And there's 20 pages. So I have a long ways to go. Thank you, Amanda. So if I can sit and stitch all day on this, I can get a lot accomplished because it stitches up pretty quick. Most of it is because it's all one color. But I have, yay, almost page 5 is done. Page 5 is almost done. So I have just a little bit more. I'm trying to hold this up so you can see it better. Oh. So I just have a little bit more to do on page 5. And then some back stitching, but the back stitching is really, really easy and quick. And this is done on 28 count Lugana. The color is Gingerbread by Picture This Plus. So. Yeah, my Rosie is 25 count. Anything that's a Heaven and Earth Designs is always on 25 count. Thank you. I have 2 Amandas in here. So I love stitching this. And like I said, if I can sit all day and stitch, I can get a lot done on this. I don't know if I can get it done though this year because I only work on it 1 day a month unless it gets picked for WIPGO because it is on my WIPGO board. Okay, the next thing that I stitched on for the 12 and 12 was another Hade. This one's called Butterflies Galore. It's a story keep. It's a Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I started this one years ago, and I think I'm on page 2. There's 3 pages. I don't remember. I might be finishing up page. No, I'm on page 2. I'm on page 2. So this is before they started selling gridded fabric, so I gridded my own. But yeah, I'm on page 2, and it's 1 strand over 1, again on 25 count. And then this that I used here, it's called a plastic gridding guide, and you just sew it on. You know, I did a basting stitch for every 10 squares. So I do 10 by 10 and go across and then down, and it pulls right out really easily from underneath your stitching. So that's how much I have done on that. And this is on my WIP Go board. And some of these might not be available anymore. Okay, so Amanda's Crazy Craft Life, I just call her Trouble. But yeah, this is on my WIP Go board. I just had, it wasn't called for this month. And after that, the next one to stitch on was Faces of Fairy 66. This is also Jasmine Beckett Griffith. This was a gift from someone in, there used to have a forums group, a bulletin board instead of Facebook. There used to be a bulletin board with their website, and you could chat on it all day long. And we had stitch-alongs and all kinds of stuff, and people gifted what you wanted, and so I was gifted that. And I don't think there's many pages. There's 6 pages, but the 6 pages like that, it's not even a full page. And again, 25 count, 1/1. I'm still on the first page. So I have that much. So I did get a little bit done in here in the 1 hour that I worked on it. And again, this is also on my WIP Go board for this year. Most all of my BAPs and all of my BAPs and HAIDs are all on my WIP Go board. I did not do Nora Corbett, Mirabilia, or anything like that. What, more than 2 is too many for me anymore? Really? Are you not doing the 105 starts? I hear a couple of you are backing out on that. And actually, I'm hoping I can do it. Because I really don't have much money this year to buy fabric for stuff. So I'm hoping to use whatever I have in the house. The only fabric I will buy is more of this 25 count Lugana for the HAIDs and the Pink Free Crafts. After I stitched that, the next one that came out is, where is it? Oh, Literate Dragon. It's a Randall Spangler. It was a stitch-along in 2013. Isn't he cute? I love Randall Spangler. There is 4 pages, but like the 4th page is only like that. And I believe I'm still on, I'm either on the 1st page or I started the 2nd. Again, 25 count, 1/1. So I have that much done. You are doing the 105. Okay, because Danielle and Deanne don't think they are going to make the 105. I am doing my best. But yeah, that's how much is done of the Literate Dragon. And the one pro about doing HAIDs and all these, there's no back stitching. So once you stitch that area, you are done. The con is they take forever to do. So again, this is also on my WIP Go board for this year. After I stitched on that, who backed out? Yeah, you need to talk to those two. After I stitched on that, the next hour was on, where'd that one go? I just had it. It's in a big, I can't miss it. Oh, come on now. Oh, it's hiding behind the other project bag. You can do 105 stitches a year. Oh, so Teresa says she's going to keep track of her starts, but they will not all be on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so then I worked on Enchantress. It's Doreen Jones. My address is showing. And it is from the Just Cross Stitch October 2021 issue. And I'm on the last quarter of it. I have 3/4 of it done. So when I pulled it out Saturday, this is on 14 count shale Ada. But I got quite a bit done on Saturday. I stitched all of this purple here in an hour. So yeah, she is not on my whip go board, but she is in for my rotation until she's done. Because I will always have a Doreen Jones in my rotation. This also gets a lot of Krynic in it, and there will be beads. So I do stitch it all. I add the Krynic and I do all the back stitching. Then when it's all done, I will add the beads. And there's a few beads. I did not like stitching the first quarter of this, or actually the top half. I hated stitching the top half. There was so much confetti, not confetti, but quarter stitches and 3/4 stitches and yeah, back stitching, and it was just crazy. So, but it'll be beautiful when it's done. And again, not on my whip go board. I think Scott is home. So after I put that away, then I pulled out Stocking Treasure Dragon. This was started years ago. It is a Haid. And this is for my oldest son. I will stitch his name at the top part of the fabric, and it will be made into a Christmas stocking. And actually, he could leave it up all year round because it's really not Christmassy. But he loves dragons. He likes Haids. He likes the fantasy. So I started this years ago, and it's got to get done. Hi, Robert. So this is done on the 25 count fabric. And I don't know if I have room to put his name. I may have to add it on another piece of cloth and have it sewn in. But I have that much done. So I worked on the black on Saturday. I worked on some more of the black because there was a big area of it. So I'm still on page 1. I didn't do much of this, but this is on my whip go board for this year. And again, 25 count, 1/1. I know he's home. I heard you bark. You don't need to come in and tell me. Okay. Then the next one I pulled out on Saturday was Rapunzel. It is also a Haid. It was a stitch-along a few years ago. It is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. To Story Keep. And I'm still on page 1, I believe. Yeah, I'm still on page 1 out of 1, 2, 4 pages. There's 4 pages. I'm still on page 1. Hi, Michelle. So, go on, Daenerys, out. I am doing this one on 25 count. 1/1. This is confetti heavy. Let me see. You got sushi or Chinese for dinner, Michelle? Yep, that's how much I have done the top of page 1. This is going to take me a while because this is confetti heavy. And this is also on my WIP Go board for this year. So, yeah, just that top part. And then, yeah, this is the top part of it is confetti. And then there's more here. So, you got what? Pizza. You got pizza. You have a friend? You have a new friend, Michelle? Oh, is it a male friend, like a boyfriend, or just a friend? As you know, we have to pick on you. So when I got done working on Rapunzel, there was a few of us that started Minerva by Nora Corbett. It's Minerva by Nora Corbett. And mine is on 28 count milk chocolate fabric. So I only worked on this for an hour, and we're trying to get a schedule up to all work on it at the same time every time. I'm trying to find the top for this. Okay, there's the top. So I got that much done in an hour. But I'm looking forward to working on this one. But yeah, it's pretty fabric. I mean, you can see some of the modeling in it. And the fabric is, again, it is 28 count Lugana chocolate milk fabrics by Stephanie. So I'm sure we'll get a schedule going of when we're going to stitch on it together. Then after I started that, I started another new one. And that is the Boo Crew. It was a mystery stitch-along. It was a mystery stitch-along by Fat Quarter Shop. So that was the first page. It just said Boo. And then there was, what, 3 or 4 parts of this? I started in the center. I have all the pages that I know of. I just don't have them all in here. So I started in the center, and the fabric is Blackberry Latte 28 count Lugana by Grace Notes Fabric. So, yeah, you can't see it very well. It's just got the white. It's got the outline of the C for Boo Crew. So that's all I got done in an hour. So this is in rotation, and this is what I'm working on tomorrow. So I'm working on this tomorrow. Boo Crew. Oh, you're doing embroidery. I can't do embroidery. That's harder. It's a little bit different than cross stitching. It's a little bit harder. Yeah, because there's cross stitching, there's embroidery, there's needlepoint, and they're all a little bit different. They're all pretty, and I've done them all. I've done needlepoint and embroidery. Embroidery is the hardest for me. I can do needlepoint. So Boo Crew is tomorrow. So after I started Boo Crew, I pulled out Magic Study and I stitched on this for an hour on Saturday. So this one will probably have to go in my will for someone to finish. It is this. The artwork is by Rose Kahn. It is a Haid. I love this. I love the colors. Yeah. This is also on 25 count gridded Lugana. I am doing a tent stitch, so it's 2 strands over 1, and a tent stitch is just a half a stitch. And I think I'm on page 3. Am I on page 3 or page 2? I can't remember. But I did stitch a little bit over here for an hour on Saturday. But look at all the colors. This is confetti heavy too. Very pretty. So that was the last thing I stitched on Saturday night. And so I'm probably stitched for more than an hour on it because I went to bed late. So I know I stitched for more than an hour. And since Sunday was the 1st, I started the Chessie. I started Chessie. It's a stitch-along on this channel, and it was a new start for the new year. This is Chessie by Haid. Artwork by Ash Evans. And this is on the WIPGO board, and it was pulled for this month. I think it's on it again. A lot of my Haids are on the WIPGO board twice. So there's that. And since I've been stitching on this like crazy since Sunday. So since Sunday morning, or did I start this at midnight? I think I started it at midnight, actually. New Year's Eve. I'm pretty sure that's what I did because we were still in, we were in Zoom. A bunch of us were in Zoom stitching and celebrating, and some were diamond painting. So I believe I started this at midnight, but I'm on page 1, and I'm doing sections of like 4 squares. So like I'm working on these 4 squares, and then I'll move down to these 4 squares. So, okay, yep, Danielle said I did. I started it at midnight. But I'm getting quite a bit done on this, but it is got confetti. Thank you, Rebecca. So tonight's the last night I will be working on this for this month. And then tomorrow I work on the Boo Crew. Saturday is a new start. This came out January 1st. It's a new stitch-along. It's part of your world. Stitch-along. They gave us the frame. This is from The Little Mermaid. So all the rooms all have to do with The Little Mermaid. Characters from The Little Mermaid. So I will be starting this on Saturday. And then the 1st of every month, we get a room. So this ends, let's say, I don't have that with me. It started January 1st. I think it ends in March of 2024. I think that's when we get the last room. So we get February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Yeah, March of next year we get the last room. But so we get a room on the 1st of every month. So I will get as much done of the frame as I can. So this counts as a start, and each room can count as a new start. Sunday is another new start. And this is a stitch along with Jen's World of Stitches. She has a YouTube channel, and we are doing a Haid. It is Kitty Heaven. The artwork is by Amy Stewart, who I actually love her patterns. Oh my God, her artwork is gorgeous. And this is big. This is another big one. So I don't have anything to show you as far as a start, because I start this on Sunday. Yep. Sunday. Now, if you want in on the cross stitch alongs on when they are, who's doing them, I have a newsletter. Send me your email and I will add you to the newsletter. I also have a Zoom one weekend every month for cross stitching only. There are other Zooms out there for other crafts and all crafts, but I focus only on my friends that cross stitch, and it is the weekend of the 20th. So it's Friday the 20th, Saturday the 21st, and Sunday the 22nd. And I usually open up my Zoom at 10 a.m. on Friday, and you have till late Sunday night. So the Zoom gets closed down, whoever goes to bed last, and then I open it back up when I get up in the morning. Just give me time. I know sometimes I've had someone say, "Are you going to open your Zoom?" Yep, depends on what time I got up. Give me time to have breakfast, because I need my breakfast. And I don't normally make a morning video on those mornings because I don't get enough time, because people want in on Zooms. Lawn dog. I'm still doing Zooms for anybody that's doing lawn dogs. It's always the last Friday of the month at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can send you the Zoom link, but if you are in the Lawn Dog Stitch Along Facebook group, it's in there and it's on the featured pinned post. It gives you the link, and yeah. So, and also this month's cross stitch weekend is the official hashtag 24 hours of cross stitch. So this is the weekend that I keep track of my hours, because you're going to try to get in 24 hours of cross stitching in 3 days. What else is going on? I have some shout outs. I have 2 shout outs, and I've actually watched them. One is Stitching Duo. I only watched their first video, but I think they have more. They are a mother and son. They live in different states. They both stitch, and they do a Zoom together, and then they record it while they're in Zoom, which I want to do that with Danielle and Amanda and Deanne and maybe Heidi, whoever else. I think it would be fun for us to stitch together. We can sit there and share what we're stitching on. And of course, we have a few enablers in the group. So we've been talking about that since last summer and still have not done it. Still have not. Another one someone told me about is Allison Coon's Clever Critter Designs. So I watched, she's got one video up. Let me tell you, her finishes are like watching Sandy, Goofy Mama Stitches. Yeah, loved her finishes. And her craft room looks like heaven. I mean, my family room's big enough to do that. Um, yeah. Hi, Marissa. Marissa's birthday was yesterday. You can wish Marissa a happy birthday. Was also Stephanie's Wolfpack Diamond Paint, and it was her birthday yesterday. So yeah, Allison Coons. Oh my gosh. She didn't even show her craft room, just what was behind her. And you could tell it still was going on. But her finishes, yeah. Yep. Okay, so some things on Facebook. There is a Facebook group, Govron Totten Bags. They focus on, and they used to be Sunshine Stitchers. They're not part of Sunshine Stitchers anymore. They have, and I believe they're moving from Florida somewhere else. Anyways, they always focus on a cross stitch designer for the month. That's who you stitch. So this month, the designer is the Blue Flower. I've never heard of them. I didn't check them out, but I don't have one, so I'm not gonna. And let's see, Amanda says Heidi showed some enabling today. Yeah, that figures. She's a naughty girl. Crystal, my creations by Crystal. She has a Facebook group, All Things Disney Facebook group. And the hashtag is hashtag all things Disney 23. It's any craft. So it can be coloring, cross stitch, diamond paint, and I have that covered. Pop culture stitching. They have a ton of different stitch alongs and challenges for the month. I am doing the acrostic one. So what they had you do was you take a TV show that you like and a character from a TV show, not the actor or actress, but the actual character of who you would like to be your best friend. So I had to think about it for a minute. So I went with Full House and Uncle Jesse because, John Stamos. So every letter I have, the letter has to be in the title of a design or the artist's name. So like I've already done 2 this month. So for the C and Uncle, it was Chessie by the Heaven and Earth Designs. And with pop culture stitching, you have to do 200 stitches for it to count. You have to take a before and an after picture. So I have that. And then I used an E in the letter for Ash Evans and for Chessie because Chessie's artist is Ash Evans. Now I could have kept going on and did the other 2 E's because I worked on it for 5 days. So there was 4 days worth, but I saved some of the letters for other things for the month. Cross Stitch Sales Facebook group. They have a challenge for the month. The color is blue. Any project with blue and post a progress picture. So I'm doing Chessie, and I took a before picture, and I have it. I will take a after picture tonight. I will post it on there. Halloween cross stitch challenge group. Their January is Jacks. Jack-o'-lanterns, pumpkins, anything that has a jack-o'-lantern or a pumpkin in it. From January through December, they want you to pick 3 Halloween large projects. You do 4 months, you work on 4 months for each one. That won't be an issue for me. Also, from January through December, it's the year of the rabbit stitch along. So anything with a rabbit. I want to get the rabbit, and I can't remember the name of the designer. But they have a rabbit, they have a beaver, they have, oh my God, they had a whole month of animals. So I want to get the rabbit for that. Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge is doing Bringo, and I can't remember what the challenge is. I don't think I'm doing it. That's why I don't have it written down. There is also 2 other things going on, actually 3, and they're not all stitching related. One is hashtag Giraffe Palooza. That is with Deborah in Zooms. It can be any craft. There is also a hashtag Year of Carolyn Manning 23. That is cross stitching, although you could have the chart put into a diamond painting, and that's with Crystal. And there is a hashtag Year of Pinson 23 that is also with Deborah, any Pinson. There is Chuck Pinson cross stitch charts, and I believe you can get them from Charting Creations. So you could do that. I'm diamond painting that. So that's as far as the ones I am doing. Well, we still have 20 minutes. So let me pull up my Stitch Along newsletter. I should have already had this up. Cross Stitch Stitch Along's newsletter. So yeah, we're still continuing on stitching on Curly Tailed Rosie. I don't know if we're still getting together every other Saturday night for that, or if we're sticking in Minerva in that spot. Year long, a new start every single Saturday and Sunday so that you have 105 new starts for the year. My thing was start them all. You can't finish them unless you start them. Amanda just enhanced that with starting a new one every Saturday and Sunday. There is 105 for the year. They can be small. It can be a big piece that you're doing motifs on, and each motif is a motif or motif. Each one counts as a new start. Okay. Year long with Sandra. I believe Sandra's still doing Madame Lafie. It's any pattern by Madame Lafie. And sometime in March, I think it is February or March, we're going to start the Haid Quick Stitch Lawn Tailed Snowy by Annie Rodriguez. February, I am hosting a Stitch Along with Tammy, and we are doing Loads of Love by Shannon Christine. Crafting with Orchid is either starting February or March. It's the Christmas Cups by Le Petite, and I can't pronounce the rest of that. April 2nd, Halloween Quaker by Lila Studios. I am stitching that. If anybody wants to join me, like a buddy stitch, I'm up for that. August 23rd, there's 2 stitch-alongs starting. I am not starting mine on the 23rd. I'm waiting for that weekend and starting one on Saturday and one on Sunday. One is Oh Christmas Tree by Carolyn Manning, and that is with Danielle in a Zoom. And the other one is Oh Christmas Tea by Erin Elizabeth Designs with Amanda. And Erin is either sister or sister-in-law to Shannon Christine. In September, there is a Be Kind craft along. It doesn't have to be cross stitching. It's anything with the words Be Kind in it, and that is with Julie from Yorkshire Crafter. If you are starting any cross stitch alongs, please let me know. I will add them into the newsletter. And if you are hosting it on your channel or a Facebook group, send me the link and I will add that in the newsletter. Also, if you want to know, what's she adding? A Year in the Woods? Yes, that. Yep, Cottage Garden Samplings. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. What's March? Kaya says March. Kaya's also doing a stitch that a bunch of us, well, not a bunch, but a couple of us have joined on with her. It is Magic Book. It's by Hade. Yeah, so the rabbit is from Cottage Garden Samplings. Yep, those are the animals I'm talking about. Oh, Quick Stitch Snowy is March. Okay, I don't have it written down yet, so I don't know. I'll get the dates. Things get shuffled and changed around quite a bit. Also, if you want to know where all this, well, not all, but most of the stitch-alongs and what they are, go to the website. Let's see if I can put it in. Copy. This is the website. Paste. Stitching the Night Away. They have a big list of the cross stitch sales where you click on the link. It takes you to either Facebook or Etsy, YouTube, whoever's hosting it. It will tell you if it's free, if it costs money. That is vice versa with the Christmas cups, depending on fabrics. Okay. I don't know. When you guys know the dates, just let me know and I'll get them written in. Because the last I knew, we all weren't sure exactly what was going on. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. But yeah, Stitching the Night Away. There are so many cross-stitch Facebook groups. It's unreal. There is another one. Yeah, the Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge. They do everything out of any of the cross stitch magazines. Right. Kaya says, not too late to join. Start the Hade Magic Book. Kaya, I don't know if you're still a moderator. Danielle, if you can find Magic Book and put in the link, or Kaya, I'm not sure if Kaya, I'm not on YouTube. I'm on StreamYard, so I can't see who the moderators are. Magic Book is a Hade. It's huge. And you better put aside a whole cone of 310. You will need a whole cone for 310. I am starting mine on the 14th, which is Saturday the 14th. It's on the next Saturday, not this Saturday. After that, all the other ones are all things I already have. Some are Christmas. I'm starting a Shannon Christine because all my Shannon Christines are done. So I will always have, let's see, I had a list. I don't know if I kept it. I should have. Doesn't, yes. So I will always have 2 whip goes going every month. And I focus 5 days on each one. I will always have an old stitch along going on. Right now I'm doing Boo Crew. Once that's done, it'll either be Tale as Old as Time or Nightmare Before Christmas. There will always be Zoom stitch alongs going on. I will always have one of my Mirabilias. Once one's done, I will pick up another because I have a lot of them already started. Same thing with Nora Corbett. I have a lot of Nora Corbett started, but right now my goal is to just work on Minerva. Once she's done, another one will come out. Halloween issues. I have so much fabric pulled in the projects they're for written on for the Halloween issues. I have enough of those to keep me going. I have Shannon Christine. I will always have a Shannon Christine going. I have to start a new one this month. Doreen Jones, I will always have one going. So once Enchantress is done, I will find another one. This year for Shannon Christine, Doreen Jones, and some of the other things, I'm trying to focus on Christmas because last year it was all Halloween. This year's a lot of Halloween as well, but I want to start focusing on some more Christmas. Gnomes. I want to start pulling out my gnomes again. Last year, I was trying to do one gnome a month. they were bigger than I thought, so it was taking a lot of time. So now I'm just going to focus on one day working on a gnome until it's done. Every month I'll work on it till it's done and then pull out another gnome. An old Hade, which I just showed you, and I have one more Hade that I didn't show you. That is a whip, and that's called Boo, and it's by Randall Spangler. I probably have about maybe 80 stitches into it. Carolyn Manning. I will always have a Carolyn Manning going on. Right now, I am doing the pumpkin patch. After that, I have no idea what I'm doing. I will always have a lawn dog going. So Quinto Acuto, that's going to keep me going for at least this year, probably next year. After that, I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. This year also, I want to do one Madame Lafitte, one of the La Petites, and I'm going to work on my owl beaded kit. So my owl beaded kit, I'm going to work on 2 days every month, a Tuesday and a Wednesday, and the Wednesday will be in Zoom, in my Wednesday crafting Zoom, because some people have missed me working on it. I've missed stitching on it. And it's a full coverage. It's all beads. I will have the camera down on my beadwork so you can see it. Maybe Heidi will join in on me on those days. She hasn't pulled out her beaded kit in a while either. So that is everything that I have on my list. Hi, David. How are you? That I want to focus on every month. And I should be able to get a little bit of progress on each thing every month. The 105 new starts, they aren't all going to be big. I have a basket of smalls, little Mill Hill kits, little Stony Creek kits. All the little kits are all in this basket. I have enough to keep me going for several months. Lawn dog. I will finish in 2028. I have 5 more years then. Okay. Yeah, we've missed you, David. So, David, what are your new plans for this year? You got anything cool going on? But I have those big yellow notepads. Yep, I wrote down January, and then I wrote down the dates of every single Saturday and Sunday. The same with every month has it, and then I wrote in the date that I'm starting a new start. So, and my goal was this year to start a new full coverage every month. Now, this month I've got 3 started, so I'm not going to start a full coverage in February. I'm not counting on it anyways, unless somebody's doing a stitch-along I don't know about. But some are Hades, some are pain-free charts, some are cross-stitch studio charts, and I think that's it. Yeah. Paid pain-free. I want to get something from Geek Threads. Geek Threads has some really nice patterns. I would like to get at least one from them and add it in. I think you can also get Geek Thread now through Charting Creations, but they do have a website. And I think they're only PDF, but don't quote me on that. They used to have Frightlings, so yeah. That's me too, David, except I do have Lawn Dog on my WIPGO and a Teresa Wentzler and Marty Bell, because they aren't quite full coverage, but they are loaded with almost full coverage, a lot of detail work, and a lot of back stitching, but most of them are full coverage. Yep, I did not add Mirabilia and nor Corbett in my WIPGO board. So yeah, my WIPGO board's got an I Shall Wear Purple by Sue Hillis, because that's huge. That's on there once. Rocky Mountain Christmas is on there once, and the Storyteller's on there once. The Owl Beaded Kit is on there once. All the rest are my Hades. Lawn Dog is on there once. So yeah, I stitch 5 days on each of the whip go pieces. So Sunday I pull out Kitty Heaven, and that's number 10 on the whip go board that was picked for January. So when I start this Sunday, I will stitch on it for 5 days straight. So that's why I didn't have a lot to show you of what I'm starting next, because that's 5 days right there. So, you know, I'm working on Boo Crew tomorrow, starting Part of Your World on Saturday, and then Kitty Heaven Sunday for 5 days. So next Thursday, you know, I'll Flosstube. That's all you'll see is, you know, whatever I finished up on Chessie tonight. So I'll show Chessie again next Thursday. Boo Crew, Part of Your World, and Kitty Heaven. That's all you'll see. So I'll still do a Flosstube. It's just, that's all you'll see. Plus what will be next after that, which will probably, you know, it'll be more because my whip goal will be done for the month, because I do that at the beginning of the month. So yeah, next Thursday I'll show you some more things next year. So I need to go through my pile of fabric to find fabric for the Part of Your World. I'm going to do it on a purple. I was told that I could do it on a dark purple and it would work out. And I need to go through my fabric. I think I have a gray to do Loads of Love by Shannon Christine. That's being done in February. So I'm trying not to buy any fabric any more than I have to. And I'm not buying really any more patterns this year, unless it's for a stitch along. I have so much now. I want to work from what I have. So that was another thing. Is Amanda still in here? Amanda, are you going to change the name of the Facebook group from the stash? Work from your stash in 22. 22 stash be gone to 23 stash be gone? Are we going to continue that in 23 and just change the name of the group? I know you can just change the name of the group. So I was going to ask you that, but you haven't been around much. You have been very, very busy, and I understand that. Family comes first. So, and it was the holidays, and I'm still waiting for Klingo numbers if we are still doing that. So what is everybody else working on today? Just today. So like I said, it is almost 6 p.m. here. I'm going to stay up as late as I can, and I'm going to work on this as much as possible tonight. I can get quite a bit done in a few hours. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep working on Chessie. So there's that. I know that there is one Zoom tonight I'll be going in, and maybe another one, but yeah. I finished a book today I had started, and I have an audio book of another one. I have the hardcover book, but I like to stitch and listen to my book, so I was able to get it from the library as an audio book. So I will be listening to that for the next few days, because I've had it on loan, but I have 7 days left, so I need to get that audio book listened to, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. Oh, Kaya's doing Twisted Rainbow. Who's Twisted Rainbow by? I don't think I know what Twisted Rainbow is. Yeah, that's a Chessie's number 6, and then Kitty Heaven's number 10 on my whip go board. But I'm looking forward to it. I have my whip go board done. I do not put the numbers in order on the board. I used a wheel and put them in. So first I wrote down my projects, and then I wrote in the numbers. And I didn't write in the numbers till after January's WIPGO numbers were pulled because I wanted Chessie. Okay, I have never heard of Northern Expressions Needlework. Yep, so I wanted Chessie to be one of the numbers and Kitty Heaven one of the numbers. So I made sure when my WIPGO board was made, I waited to number it. So I made Chessie number 6 and Kitty Heaven number 10, and then I filled in the rest with the numbers. It didn't matter for me when the rest of them were picked, just those two. So that's it for today, my peepers. I hope that you enjoyed this. And again, if you want in on, oh, okay, Kaya. If you want in on cross stitch Zoom weekends, email me your email address or message me your email address. Also, the Stitch Along newsletter, just send me your email and it will get sent to you. I just sent it out, yesterday? I try to send it out on the 1st of every month, but because of the holidays and it was just a little crazy. So that's it for, I think I seen Twisted Rainbow. I think I seen that. And I might have it. I don't know. I don't know everything I have anymore. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, and I will see you next Thursday. You all have a great stitchy week. Love you guys. Bye-bye.